Okay. Satnam and many blessings to all of you. We come to the end. This is the last session for the Sukhmani challenge. Blessings to all of you who took part in this beautiful recitation. For many of you, this would have been a very new Naad, and although we are ending our session today, please continue. Do one Ashtapadi every day. And within 24 days, you will be able to complete the whole Naad of Sukhmani. The many gifts that Sukhmani will bestow upon you as you recite this. And we will talk about those gifts as we end our session today. So let's unite and let's connect through our intention, through our sitting, through our breath, through our presence, through the Naam. So let's bring hands in the center of the chest. Let's close the eyes. Closing the eyes and putting an intention for the next few moments, or for at least for 40 minutes or an hour or so. I'm going to dedicate my time and my space to the recitation or the activation of the Naad of Sukhmani. Beautiful. Spine is straight. When the spine is straight, you are aligned with the cosmos. The stars start to whirl around you. The galaxies start to whirl around you. Beautiful. With this realization, I want you to inhale and hold the breath. As you hold the breath, I want you to tense your feet and tense your legs, navel in and up, and lift your chest or your heart center. Raise the heart slightly and tense your hands and your arms, tense your face, tense your eyes, tense your forehead, tense your skull, and tense the back of the skull, and tense your spine. Can you wrap yourself back into the spine? Confine yourself back into the spine. Beautiful. Hold the awareness of the spine. And with this realization, exhale. One more time, inhale deep. And hold the sacred breath. And again, please go to your feet, the lotus feet, and tense and legs, and navel in and up. Lift your heart. And tense your shoulders, your hands, your arms, your face, your eyes, your forehead, your back of the skull, and the spine. Bring all the focus, all the awareness, all the attention into the spine. Collapse back into the Sukhmana. This is the central nerve which connects you with the reality. Right in the center of the spine, the Sukhmana, which connects you with the unknown. Beautiful, my friends. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And hold. Your feet, your legs, tense. Navel in and up. Lift your heart. Lift your chest. And tense your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your face, your eyes, your eyebrows. Tense. Tense. Tense your jaws now. Beautiful. Your skull, your forehead, and the back of the spine. Collapse yourself back into the spine. Squeeze yourself back into the spine. And my friends, we're almost done. And exhale. Hold the breath out. Hold the breath out. We are connecting with ourselves, with our presence. Hold the breath out. And tense your feet, your legs, navel in and up. Lift your ribcage, lift your chest. Beautiful. And tense the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the face, the eye, the jaw, The tongue, tense the tongue, the back of the tongue, the palate, tense it, stimulate these specific points in the body. These are called adhars, in which your mind can anchor itself. Beautiful. This is anchoring of the mind. Your eyes, your forehead, your skull, your back of the skull, and collapse yourself back into the spine. And inhale. And exhale. Hold the breath out. The feet, the legs, navel in and up. Lift your chest, your ribcage, tense your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your face, your jaw, your palate, your tongue, the back of the tongue. Can you tense the back of the tongue? Beautiful. And now tense the tip of the tongue. You're localizing your awareness. Most of the time, we are lost in somewhere. We are localizing ourselves in this space, in this time. So these are the tools to lock yourself in time and space. To be present, it is called. And your face, your eyes, your forehead, your eyebrows, the temples, and the ears, the skull, the back of the skull, the back of the head, and the spine. Collapse yourself into the spine. And inhale. Last time, my friends, exhale the breath out. Exhale even more. Sniff out the breath. Sniff out the breath totally. Even when you have exhaled completely, just sniff 3 more times out. Throw it out. Empty yourself. And your feet, your legs, tense, navel in and up. Lift your ribcage, lift your chest. Beautiful. Shoulders, hands, arms, tense, tense, tense. Your face, your jaw, your tongue, the back of the tongue, the tip of the tongue, the palate, and the face, the eye, the eyebrows, the skull, the forehead, and the back of the skull, and the temples and the ears. Beautiful. And now lock yourself, collapse yourself back into the spine. Collapse yourself back into the spine, spine, spine. Hold, hold. It's difficult to hold the breath outside than to hold the breath inside. The reason for that is when the breath is held outside, you go near to death. You go near to death. Beautiful. Hold, 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 and inhale. And hold. And when you hold the breath inside, hold now, don't lock, nothing, no locks, nothing. Just hold the breath, just hold the breath, just hold the breath. And when you hold the breath inside, you go closer to life. So we do this exercise of holding the breath outside and inside to experience the two polarities of existence, which is life and death. But you are the one, the self, the I is the one who is beyond life and death. Hold the breath, my friends. My friends, life and death are happening to you. They're happening to you. You are that which is neither alive, you are that which is neither in the realm of death. You are the one to whom these two experiences are happening. This is called the presence, this is called the I, this is called the self. The self never comes, never goes. It's called Ajuni, and Sabhang, self-illuminated. Beautiful, my friends. Hold the breath and see how, by holding your breath, different sensations, some things are manifesting, some things are dissolving, some comfort and some discomfort, some reality within you and outside of you. Your reaction towards yourself and your reaction towards the external world is modifying itself. Witness that. Hold the breath, medical reasons, relax. Other than that, my friends, exhale. Beautiful. Satna. Open your eyes. So this is a simple exercise that you can do every day to connect with the I, connect with the presence. If you notice this, we didn't do it for long, but doing this, a sense of presence, a sense of I, a sense of purity, a sense of sitting manifested. It depends on you how deeper you went. But something did change, did shift. a simple exercise with the breath, because the breath is you. And when you can modify the breath, you can modify the inner reality and the outer reality. So, my friends, let's dive into the last part of the Naad of the Sukhmana, uh, the Naad of our Shushmana. Let me just open this for you. So today we enter the last portion, and you can either recite with me, and if the Naad is fast for you, you can recite or you can hum the sound with me. Pretend you are creating that sound, or you can hum the sound of Vaheguru inside you. So just vibrate and inhale and exhale. Tan Guru Nanak, Tu Hi Nirankar. Tan Guru Nanak, Tu Hi Nirankar. Tan Guru Nanak, Tu Hi Nirankar. ਸਲੋਕ ਜੀ ਜੰਤ ਕੇ ਠਾਕੁਰਾ ਆਪੇ ਵਰਤਨਹਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਏਕੋ ਪਸਰਿਆ ਦੂਜਾ ਕਹਿ ਤ੍ਰਿਸਤਾਰ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ ਆਪ ਕਥਾ ਆਪ ਸੁਣਨੇ ਹਾਰ ਆਪਹਿ ਏਕ ਆਪ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ ਜਾ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਵੈ ਤਾ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਉਪਾਏ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਾਣੈ ਲਏ ਸਮਾਏ ਤੁਮ ਤੇ ਪਿਨਉ ਨਾਹੀ ਕਿਛ ਹੋਏ ਆਪਨ ਸੂਤ ਸਭ ਜਗਤ ਪਰੋਏ ਜਾ ਕੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜਿਉ ਆਪ 부ਝਾਏ ਸਚ ਨਾਮ ਸੋਈ ਜਨ ਪਾਏ ਸੋ ਸਮਦਰਸੀ ਤਤ ਕਾ ਬੇਤਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਗਲ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਕਾ ਜੇਤਾ ਜੀ ਜੰਤਰ ਸਭ ਤਾਕੇ ਹਾਥ ਦੀਨ ਦਿਆਲ ਅਨਾਥ ਕੋ ਨਾਥ ਜਿਸ ਰਾਖਾ ਤਿਸ ਕੋਇ ਨ ਮਾਰੈ ਸੋ ਮੁਆ ਜਿਸ ਮਨਹੁ ਬਿਸਾਰੈ ਤਿਸ ਤਜ ਅਵਰ ਕਹਾਂ ਕੋ ਜਾਏ ਸਭ ਸਿਰ ਏਕ ਨਿਰੰਜਨ ਰਾਏ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਜੁਗਤ ਜਾ ਕੈ ਸਭ ਹਾਥ ਅੰਤਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾਨੋ ਸਾਥ ਗੁਣ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਬੇਅੰਤ ਅਪਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾਸ ਸਦਾ ਬਲਿਹਾਰ ਪੂਰਨ ਪੂਰਵ ਰਹੇ ਦਿਆਲ ਸਭ ਉਪਰ ਹੋਵਤ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਰਤਬ ਜਾਣੇ ਆਪ ਅੰਤਰ ਜਾਮੀ ਰਹਿਓ ਵਿਆਪ ਪ੍ਰਤਪਾਲੈ ਜੀਨ ਪਉ ਭਾਤ ਜੋ ਜੋ ਰਚਿਓ ਸੋ ਤਿਸੇ ਧਿਆਤ ਜਿਸ ਪਾਵੈ ਤਿਸ ਲਏ ਮਿਲਾਏ ਭਗਤ ਕਰਹਿ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਏ ਮਨ ਅੰਤਰ ਵਿਸਵਾਸ ਕਰ ਮਾਨਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਹਾਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਇਕ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਜਨ ਲਾਗਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਏ ਤਿਸ ਕੀ ਆਸ ਨ ਬ੍ਰਿਥੀ ਜਾਏ ਸੇਵਕ ਕਉ ਸੇਵਾ ਬਨਿਆਈ ਹੁਕਮ ਬੂਝਾ ਪਰਮ ਪਦ ਪਾਈ ਇਸ ਤੇ ਉਪਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਨ ਬਸਿਆ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਬੰਧਨ ਤੋਰ ਭਏ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਆਂਦਿਨ ਪੂਜੈ ਗੁਰ ਕੇ ਪੈਰ ਇਹ ਲੋਕ ਸੁਖੀਏ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਸੁਹੇਲੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਪੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਮਿਲ ਕਰੋ ਆਨੰਦ ਆਓ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਵੋ ਹੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪਰਮਾਨੰਦ ਆਓ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਮ ਤਤ ਕਰੋ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਦੁਰਲਭ ਦੇਹ ਕਾ ਕਰੋ ਉਧਾਰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਬਚਨ ਹਰ ਕੇ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਓ ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਤਰਨ ਕਾ ਇਹ ਸੁਆਓ ਆਠ ਪਹਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਪੇਖੋ ਨਿਰਾਵ ਮਿਟੇ ਅਗਿਆਨ ਬਿਨਸੇ ਅੰਧੇਰਾ ਸੁਨੇ ਉਪਦੇਸੋ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਬਸਾਵਹੁ ਮਨ ਇੱਛੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਫਲ ਪਾਵਹੁ ਹਲਤ ਪਲਤ ਦੁਇ ਲਿਹੁ ਸਵਾਰ, RAM ਨਾਮ ਅੰਤਰ ਉਰਤਾਰ। ਪੂਰੈ ਗੁਰ ਕੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਦੀਖਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਮਨ ਬਸੈ ਤਿਸ ਸਾਚ ਪਰੀਖਿਆ। ਮਨ ਤਨ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਹੁ ਲਿਵ ਲਾਇ, ਦੁਖ ਦਰਦ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਭਉ ਜਾਏ। ਸਚ ਵਪਾਰ ਕਰਹੁ ਵਾਪਾਰੀ, ਦਰਗਾਹ ਨਿਭਾ ਖੇਪ ਤੁਮਾਰੀ। ਏਕਾ ਟੇਕ ਰਾਖੋ ਮਨ ਮਾਹਿ, ਨਾਨਕ ਬਹੁਰ ਨ ਆਵਹਿ ਜਾਹਿ। ਤਿਸ ਤੈ ਦੂਰ ਕਹਾਂ ਕੋ ਜਾਏ, ਉਪਰੈ ਰਾਖਨ ਹਾਰ ਧਿਆਏ। ਨਿਰਭਉ ਜਪੈ ਸਗਲ ਪਉ ਮਿਟੈ, ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਣੀ ਛੁਟੈ। ਜਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਰਾਖੈ ਤਿਸ ਨਾਹੀ ਦੁਖ, ਨਾਮ ਜਪਤ ਮਨ ਹੋਵਤ ਸੂਖ। ਚਿੰਤਾ ਜਾਏ ਮਿਟੇ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ, ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਕਉ ਕੋਈ ਨ ਪਹੁੰਚਨ ਹਾਰ। ਸਿਰ ਉਪਰ ਡਾਡਾ ਗੁਰ ਸੂਰਾ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਾਕੇ ਕਾਰਜ ਪੂਰਾ। ਮਤ ਪੂਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਜਾਕੀ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ, ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਪੇਖਤ ਉਦਰਤ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ। ਚਰਨ ਕਮਲ ਜਾਕੇ ਅਨੂਪ, ਸਫਲ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਹਰ ਰੂਪ। ਤਨ ਸੇਵਾ ਸੇਵਕ ਪਰਵਾਨ, ਅੰਤਰ ਜਾਮੀ ਪੁਰਖ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ। ਜਿਸ ਮਨ ਬਸੈ ਸੋ ਹੋਤ ਨਿਹਾਲ, ਤਾਕੈ ਨਿਕਟ ਨ ਆਵਤ ਕਾਲ। ਅਮਰ ਭਏ ਅਮਰਾਪਤ ਪਾਇਆ, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰਿ ਧਿਆਇਆ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ। ਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਜਨ ਗੁਰ ਦੀਆ, ਅਗਿਆਨ ਅੰਧੇਰ ਬਿਨਾਸ਼। ਹਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਤੇ ਸੰਤ ਭੇਟਿਆ, ਨਾਨਕ ਮਨ ਪ੍ਰਗਾਸ। ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ। ਸੰਤ ਸੰਗ ਅੰਤਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਡੀਠਾ, ਨਾਮ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਕਾ ਲਾਗਾ ਮੀਠਾ। ਸਗਲ ਸਮਗਰੀ ਏਕਸ ਘਟ ਮਾਹਿ, ਅਨੇਕ ਰੰਗ ਨਾਨਾ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟਾਹਿ। ਨਾਉ ਨਿਧਿ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ, ਦੇਹੀ ਮਹਿ ਇਸਕਾ ਵਿਸਰਾਮ। ਸੁਨ ਸਮਾਦ ਅਨਹਤੇ ਨਾਦ, ਕਹਿਨ ਨ ਜਾਈ ਅਚਰਜ ਬਿਸਮਾਦ। ਤਿਨ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਿਸ ਆਪ ਦਿਖਾਏ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਸੋ ਜੀ ਪਾਏ। ਸੋ ਅੰਤਰ ਸੋ ਬਾਹਰ ਅਨੰਤ, ਘਟ ਘਟ ਵਿਆਪ ਰਹਾ ਭਗਵੰਤ। ਤਰਨ ਮਹਿ ਆਕਾਸ ਭਇਆਲ, ਸਰਬ ਲੋਕ ਪੂਰਨ ਪ੍ਰਤਿਪਾਲ। ਬਨ ਤਿਨ ਪਰਬਤ ਹੈ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ, ਜੈਸੀ ਆਗਿਆ ਤੈਸਾ ਕਰਮ। ਪਾਉਣ ਪਾਣੀ ਬੈਸੰਤਰ ਮਾਹੀ, ਚਾਰ ਕੁੰਠ ਤਹਿ ਤਿਸੇ ਸਮਾਹੀ। ਤਿਸ ਤੇ ਭਿੰਨ ਨਾਹੀ ਕੋ ਠਾਉ, ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਨਾਨਕ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਉ। ਵੇਦ ਪ੍ਰਾਨ ਸਿਮਰਤ ਮਹਿ ਦੇਖ, ਸਸਿ ਰਸੂਰ ਨਖਤਰ ਮਹਿ ਏਕ। ਬਾਣੀ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੀ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਬੋਲੇ, ਆਪ ਅਡੋਲ ਨ ਕਬਹੂ ਡੋਲੇ। ਸਰਬ ਕਲਹ ਕਰ ਖੇਲਾ ਖੇਲ, ਮੋਲ ਨ ਪਾਈਆ ਹੈ ਗੁਣੇ ਅਮੋਲ। ਸਰਬ ਜੋਤ ਮਹਿ ਜਾਕੀ ਜੋਤ, ਧਰ ਰਹਿਓ ਸੁਆਮੀ ਓਤ ਪੋਤ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਪਰਮ ਕਾ ਨਾਸ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਨ ਮਹਿ ਇਹੋ ਬਿਸਾਸ। ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕਾ ਪੇਖਨ ਸਭ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ, ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਸਭ ਧਰਮ। ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਸੁਨਹਿ ਸੁਭ ਬਚਨ, ਸਰਬ ਵਿਆਪੀ RAM ਸੰਗ ਰਚਨ। ਜਿਨ ਜਾਤਾ ਤਿਸ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਰਹਿਤ, ਸਤ ਬਚਨ ਸਾਧੂ ਸਭ ਕਹਿਤ। ਜੋ ਜੋ ਹੋਏ ਸੋਈ ਸੁਖ ਮਾਨੈ, ਕਰਨ ਕਰਾਵਣ ਹਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਜਾਨੈ। ਅੰਤਰ ਬਸੈ ਬਾਰ ਬਿਯੋਹੀ, ਨਾਨਕ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਖ ਸਭ ਮੋਹੀ। ਆਪ ਸਤ ਕੀਆ ਸਭ ਸਤ, ਤਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੇ ਸਗਲੇ ਉਤਪਤ। ਤਿਸ ਪਾਵੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਰੇ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ, ਤਿਸ ਪਾਵੈ ਤਾਂ ਏਕੰਕਾਰ, ਅਨੇਕ ਕਲਾ ਲਖੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ, ਜਿਸ ਪਾਵੈ ਤਿਸ ਲਹਿ ਮਿਲਾਏ। ਕਵਨ ਨਿਕਟ ਕਵਨ ਕਹੀਐ ਦੂਰ, ਆਪੇ ਆਪ ਆਪ ਭਰਪੂਰ, ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਜਿਸ ਆਪ ਜਨਾਏ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਆਪ 부ਝਾਏ। ਸਰਬ ਭੂਤ ਆਪ ਵਰਤਾਰਾ, ਸਰਬ ਨੈਣ ਆਪ ਪੇਖਨਹਾਰਾ, ਸਗਲ ਸਮਗਰੀ ਜਾ ਕਾ ਤਨਾ, ਆਪਨ ਜਸ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਸੁਨਾ। ਆਵਨ ਜਾਨ ਇਕ ਖੇਲ ਬਨਾਇਆ, ਆਗਿਆਕਾਰੀ ਕੀਨੀ ਮਾਇਆ, ਸਭ ਕੈ ਮਦ ਅਲੋਪ ਤੋ ਰਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕਿਛ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੋ ਆਪੈ ਕਹੈ, ਆਗਿਆ ਆਵੈ ਆਗਿਆ ਜਾਏ, ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾ ਤਿਸ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾ ਪਾਵੈ ਤਾਂ ਲਏ ਸਮਾਏ। ਇਸ ਤੇ ਹੋਏ ਸੋ ਨਾਹੀ ਬੁਰਾ, ਉਰੈ ਕਹੋ ਕਿਨਹਿ ਕਛ ਕਰਾ, ਆਪ ਭਲਾ ਕਰਤੂਤ ਅਤ ਨੀਕੀ, ਆਪੇ ਜਾਣੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀ ਕੀ, ਆਪ ਸਾਚ ਧਾਰੀ ਸਭ ਸਾਚ, ਓਤ ਪੋਤ ਆਪਨ ਸੰਗਰਾਜ, ਤਾਕੀ ਗਤ ਮਿਤ ਕਹੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ, ਦੂਸਰ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਸੋ ਜੀ ਪਾਏ, ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਕੀਆ ਸਭ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ, ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਨਾਨਕ ਇਹੋ ਜਾਨ, ਜੋ ਜਾਣੈ ਤਿਸ ਸਦਾ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਏ, ਆਪ ਮਿਲਾਏ ਲਏ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸੋਏ। ਉਹ ਤਨਵੰਤ ਕੁਲਵੰਤ ਪਤਿਵੰਤ, ਜੀਵਨ ਮੁਕਤ ਜਿਸ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਭਗਵੰਤ, ਧਨ 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 ਜਨ ਆਇਆ, ਜਿਸ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਭ ਜਗਤ ਤਰਾਇਆ, ਜਨ ਆਵਨ ਕਾ ਇਹ ਸੁਆਉ, ਜਨ ਕੇ ਸੰਗ ਚਿਤ ਆਵੈ ਨਾਉ, ਆਪ ਮੁਕਤ ਕਰੈ ਸੰਸਾਰ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤਿਸ ਜਨ ਕਉ ਸਦਾ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਪੂਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਰਾਧਿਆ, ਪੂਰਾ ਜਾ ਕਾ ਨਾਉ, ਨਾਨਕ ਪੂਰਾ ਪਾਇਆ, ਪੂਰੇ ਕੇ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਓ। ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀ। ਪੂਰੇ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਸੁਨਿ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼, ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਨਿਕਟ ਕਰ ਪੇਖ, ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸਿਮਰਹੁ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ, ਮਨ ਅੰਤਰ ਕੀ ਉਤਰੈ ਚਿੰਦ, ਆਸ ਅਨਿਤ ਤਿਆਗੋ ਤਰੰਗ, ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੀ ਧੂੜ ਮਨ ਮੰਗ, ਆਪ ਛੋੜ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਹੁ, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਅਗਨ ਸਾਗਰ ਤਰਹੁ, ਹਰ ਤਨ ਕੇ ਪਰ ਲਿਓ ਭੰਡਾਰ, ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਨਮਸਕਾਰ, ਖੇਮ ਕੁਸਲ ਸਹਿਜ ਆਨੰਦ, ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਬਚ ਪਰਮਾਨੰਦ, ਨਰਕ ਨਿਵਾਰ ਉਧਾਰੋ ਜੀਓ, ਗੁਣ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਰਸ ਪੀਓ, ਚਿਤ ਚਿਤ ਵਹੋ ਨਾਰਾਇਣ ਏਕ, ਏਕ ਰੂਪ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਰੰਗ ਅਨੇਕ, ਗੋਪਾਲ ਦਮੋਦਰ ਦੀਨ ਦਿਆਲ, ਦੁਖ ਭੰਜਨ ਪੂਰਨ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ, ਸਿਮਰ ਸਿਮਰ ਨਾਮ ਬਾਰੰਗ ਬਾਰ, ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀਅ ਕਾ ਇਹ ਆਧਾਰ, ਉਤਮ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਸਾਧ ਕੇ ਬਚਨ, ਅਮਲੀਕ ਲਾਲ ਇਹੋ ਰਤਨ, ਸੁਨਤ ਕਮਾਵਤ ਹੋਤੀ ਉਧਾਰ, ਆਪ ਤਰਹਿ ਲੋਕੈ ਨਿਸਤਾਰ, ਸਫਲ ਜੀਵਨ ਸਫਲਤਾ ਕਾ ਸੰਗ, ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮਨ ਲਾਗਾ ਹਰ ਰੰਗ, ਜੈ ਜੈ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਅਨਾਹਦ ਵਾਜੈ, ਸੁਨ ਸੁਨ ਆਨੰਦ ਕਰੈ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਗਾਜੈ, ਪ੍ਰਗਟੇ ਗੋਪਾਲ ਮਹਾਂਤ ਕੇ ਮਾਥੈ, ਨਾਨਕ ਉਦਰੇ ਤਿਨ ਕੈ ਸਾਥੇ, ਸਰਨ ਜੋਗ ਸੁਨ ਸਰਣੀ ਆਏ, ਕਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਆਪ ਮਿਲਾਏ, ਮਿਟ ਗਏ ਬੈਰ ਬਏ ਸਭ ਰੇਨ, ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗ ਲੈਨ, ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਪਏ ਗੁਰਦੇਵ, ਸਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਈ ਸੇਵਕ ਕੀ ਸੇਵ, ਆਲ ਜੰਜਾਲ विकारते रहते राम नाम, सुन रसना कहते कर प्रसाद, दया प्रभतारी नानक निबही खेप हमारी। प्रभु की उस्तत करहो संत मीत, सावधान एकाग्र चीत, सुखमनी सहज गोबिंद गुण नाम, जिस मन बसै सो होत निधान, सर्ब इच्छा ताकी पूर्ण होय, प्रधान पुरख प्रगट सब लोय, सब ते ऊच पाए स्थान, बहुर ना होवै आवन जान, हर तन खाट चले जन सोय, नानक जिस है प्राप्त होय, खेम शांत रिद नव निध, बुद्ध ज्ञान सर्वतः सिद्ध, विद्या तप जोग प्रभ ध्यान, ज्ञान श्रेष्ठ उत्तम स्नान, चार पदार्थ कमल प्रगास, सबकै मध्य सगल ते उदास, सुंदर चतुर तत् का बेता, समदर्शी एक दृष्टेता, एह फल तिस जन कै मुख पने, गुरु नानक नाम बचन मन सुने, एहो निदान जपे मन कोय, सब जुग में है ताकी गत होय, गुण गोबिंद नाम तुन बाणी, सिमरत शास्त्र वेद बखाणी, सगल मतांत केवल हर नाम, गोबिंद भगत कै मन विश्राम, कोट अपराध साध संग मिटै, संत कृपा ते जम तै छुटै, जाकै मस्तक कर्म प्रभ पाए, साध शरण नानक ते आए, जिस मन बसै सुने लाए प्रीत, तिस जन आवै हर प्रभ चीत, जन्म मरण ताका दुख निवारै, दुर्लभ देहे तत्काल उदारै, निर्मल शोभा अमृत ताकी बानी, एक नाम मन माहे समानी, दुख रोग बिन सै पै परम, साध नाम निर्मल ताके कर्म, सब ते ऊच ताकी शोभा बनी, नानक एह गुण नाम सुखमनी, सब ते ऊच ताकी शोभा बनी, नानक एह गुण नाम सुखमनी, सब ते ऊच ताकी शोभा बनी, नानक एह गुण नाम सुखमनी. And inhale and hold the sacred breath. Hold the sacred breath. Hold the sacred breath. Hold the sacred breath. No locks, nothing. Just hold the sacred breath. Beautiful. Just hold the breath. And exhale. And hold the breath out. No locks, nothing. And as you hold the breath out, become aware of the self. Become aware of the I. Become aware of that which is beyond identities, which has no color, which has no form, which is neither there, neither here, which is all pervading, the I, the self, the divine, the presence, the God in you, it is called. And my friends, inhale and hold. And now, as you hold the sacred breath, I want you to tense yourself from head to toe. Tense. Tense every cell. From the tip of your toes to the tip of your skull. Hold and squeeze and tense. And feel a sense of presence, a sense of aliveness. Hold and squeeze and tense. The breath is held and you're squeezing yourself, you're tensing yourself from head to toe. Every cell has to be tensed. Put an intention. Infuse this physical, mental, and energetic realm with aliveness, with presence, with I, with aham, with ape ab, the self within the self. Hold. Squeeze. Exhale. Hold the breath out. Hold the breath out. Hold the breath out. My friends, be with me. Don't move. We are coming towards the end of our session. We will be diving deep into the Naad, into the guided meditation. For this, I need you to just follow the instructions. Don't move. Hold the breath out and squeeze and tense every cell of yours. Squeeze and tense from head to toe. Tense every cell of yours. Infuse it with your presence. Infuse your body, mind, and the world that you perceive with the presence of the I, the presence of Apeya, the Aham, the self. Beyond your identities, beyond your personality, there is a being in you that is witnessing the body, the mind, and the world. That is self. To know that, to sit in that space is called self-realization. It's called Atam Gyan. And my friends, exhale. Hold the breath out. And once you have exhaled, I want you to just sniff more breath out. Sniff the breath out. Totally empty yourself. Let go of life. Let go of life. Sniff out the breath. Sniff out. Sniff out. Become empty. Medical reasons, relax. Now tense the body. Specifically your face, your eyes, your jaws, your tongue, the tip of the tongue, the back of the tongue, the palate, and your skull and the spine, and of course the whole body. My friends, hold and inhale. And once you have inhaled completely, I want you to sniff in 3 more times. Sniff in, breath. Sniff in. While the breath is held, you have completely inhaled, but still you sniff more. Embrace life in its wholeness. Pura Prabh Aradhya. The Guru says, experience the life in its wholeness. Your breath should be whole. Your breath should be whole. Your experience should be experienced in their wholeness, not in the division, not in the right and wrong, not in left and right, not as inner and outer. Beautiful. Pura Prabh Aradhya. Your every experience must be whole. And then you will be able to transcend it. The problem is every emotion, every experience, we only experience half of it. We don't digest it completely. We don't accept it in its wholeness. And hold and squeeze and tense the face, the eye, the jaws, the tongue, and exhale. Now, my friends, sit. Don't move. Don't move. My friends, don't move. Eyes closed. You have obtained the merits. You have obtained the merits of chanting the Sukhmani. Now, my friends, I want you to offer these merits that you have obtained while chanting the Naad to the universe. Please give this offering of these merits that you have obtained back to the cosmos. Become empty. Become empty. I repeat, offer the merits obtained while you were chanting the Naad to the universe. Empty yourself. Let it go. Beautiful. Now, my friends, give your breath back to the universe. You don't own the breath. Give it back. Put an intention. I offer my breath to the cosmos. I offer my breath to the cosmos. Give it away. Give it away. Beautiful. Now, give your heartbeat back to the universe. Give your heartbeat back to the universe. We are entering the space, so we are manifesting the space of Shushmana, Sukhmana, Sukhmani. Give your heartbeat back to the universe. Beautiful. Now, my friends, give all the goodness that you have obtained in this lifetime back to the universe. Can you give that away? Give it away. Give it away. Give all the positivity that you have obtained while in this time and space as an offering back to the universe. Can you do that? Give it. Empty. Now give all the love which you have accumulated, which you have received from the first breath till now, back to the universe. Give it. An opportunity to merge, my friends. Give love back to the cosmos. Beautiful. Give all the gratitude that you have, that you contain, that you have received, or that you have given to anybody. Collectively, give all this back to the cosmos. I offer, I offer, I offer. My friends, body don't move. Now give all the healing you have obtained in this lifetime back to the cosmos. I give it as an offering. Mentally, let it go. Now, give all the reverence that you have obtained back to the universe. Now, my friends, all that you are, the positive you, the negative you, your positive thinking, your negative thinking, both. I don't want you to keep it with you. Ordinarily, we want to keep the positivity. You always hold on to a polarity, and that's why negativity is never released. My friends, now in this space, give all the positivity and all the negativity which you have ever experienced, both the polarities, back to the universe. I am empty. I let go. All gone. Now, my friends, give your sense of touch back to the universe. Give the sense of touch back to the universe. You don't have the sense of touch anymore. It's gone, returned. Now, give back your sight to the universe. Give your sight back to the universe. Give it back to the universe. The universe bestowed upon you as a gift, and now it is time for you to return the gift. I want you to return your sight back to the universe. Now, my friends, I want you to return your tasting, the sense of taste, back to the universe. Back to the universe. Now, my friends, I want you to return the sense of smell back to the universe. Smell back to the universe. And now, my friends, the sense of hearing, the sense of hearing back to the universe. Back to the universe. The five senses back to the universe. It is through these five senses you give birth to your reality. These are the five wombs through which you give birth to your world. You're returning it back. Return it back and become aware what remains. Become aware what remains. Become aware what remains. Give all your identities away. See what remains. This is called Atma Gyan. This is self-realization. This is the direct perceiving of the I. Return all your personalities, all your sub-personalities, all your emotions, all that you are away. Now this space is called Shushmana. Shmana. Dropping the five senses, dropping the identities. Return the fire in you back. Return the earth back. Return the waters back. Return the akasha back. Return the air back. Everything gone. See what remains. This is called I. This is Sukhmana. This is the space of Sukhmani. The primordial I. Are the such, that which was before creation. You hold that in you. That which was before creation, you hold it. It is in you. When you let go of all your hallucinated, your created, your modulated world, what remains is called the I. My friends, sit in this I. This is Aap Sat, Kiya Sab Sat. Aap Sat, Kiya Sab Sat. Tis Prabhate Sagli Utpat. When this I, this I that you're experiencing, the self that you're experiencing, when this is, the world is. When this is not, the world is not. Do you know that? When this I is not there, there is no existence out there. The world borrows its reality, the world borrows its reality from this presence, from this I, from this self that you have manifested in you. I hope you are with me. Without this I, this presence, there is no presence in the world. Let me just go deeper. If you were not there, the experience of the world that you are experiencing will not be there. So it is your presence which gives reality to the world, which gives presence to the world. This laptop that is in front of you is existing because you exist. If this was not there in your reality, this will not have existed. Beautiful, my friends. Aap Sat Kiya Sab Sat. When this I, this self, this essential self in you is realized, all is realized, because it is from here that the world, the body, and the mind is taking its presence. With this realization, I want you to inhale and hold. And no locks, nothing, no tensing, nothing. Just hold the breath. Everything has been dropped. Become aware of that which remains. This is God in you. This is your essential self, Satnam. This is being, and this is knowing, Satnam. Being and knowing, the two essential qualities of the I. which never leaves you. Satnam never leaves you. Your knowing and your being. You are and you know you are. This never leaves you. Everything else leaves you. Your emotion leaves you. Even the world leaves you at night, when you go to sleep. The world leaves you. The world disappears. But this knowing and being never leaves you. It's called Satnam Teruparo Purbala. That beyond, the first, the essential, that which comes not, goes not. Beautiful, my friends. And exhale. And with this realization, slowly open your eyes. Satnam. So this is a meditation of collapsing into the Sukhmana or the Shushmana. This is the space of Shushmana. Even for a blink of the eye, if you had experienced this awareness, I will reframe this, your being without any relationship outside is called the pure eye, or you can call it naked awareness. It is called your being and your knowing. My friends, today's sutra that we are diving in is Aap Sat Kiya Sab Sat Tis Prabhate Sagli Utpat. This is a very powerful sutra. The Guru says this reality in here, this presence in here. I'm not referring to the body. I'm not referring to the mind. I'm not referring to your energy body. No. These three exist in the eye, the presence. There's a presence, a silent presence. There's a seer in you that is witnessing everything in the realm of the awakened state, in the realm of the dream state, in the realm of the deep sleep state. This sense of I never leaves you. This is Sada Anga Sange. It is ever with you. This is called the presence of I. This is called the presence of self. This is called the presence of God. Your essential nature is God. It never leaves you. It's so ordinary. I've been talking about that. I'm just going to dive deeper into this for a few moments. We may go beyond our time today, and this is the last session, so be with me. The Guru says, Aap Sat Kiya Sab Sat Tis Prabhate Sagli Utpat. When this reality, this presence here gives presence to the world. Without this, there is no world. Try to digest this. Now, the colors that you see in the world? Okay, the colors that you see in the world, the 7 colors that you see in the world, they don't exist in the world, You're seeing the 7 colors because of the structure of your eyes. You understand? The 7 colors are not in the world. The 7 colors that you see is due to the structure of your eyes. There are some people who are colorblind. Who knows there are more than 7 colors? The flies see the reality, see the world differently. The bees see the world differently. We as a human species, the structure of our being views the world in a certain way. The bees as a species view the world in a different, the reality you are seeing, the bees don't see it the way you are seeing. You understand? So whose reality, whose experience of the world is the real experience? The question arises. Because this, what I'm seeing, we as a human species are seeing the world as the way our structure is. The bees are viewing the world differently. The bats are experiencing the world differently. Whose experience is the real experience? And that's why they call the word Maya. Because the way you are experiencing the world is not the reality of the world. It is your reality, your presence that is imposing, that is giving birth to the world. There is a scientific theory which says, listen to this, that when you are not looking at the world, when there is no seer, okay? When there is no seer, the world is black and white. This is a scientific theory. They say that when there is no seer, there's no seer, the world is just black and white, because the colors that you see in the world is not in the world, it's the structure of your eyes. So all these colors are not the colors of the world. It's the colors that your structure of the eye is imposing on it. They say the world is black and white. And what does the Guru says? The yogic teaching says, when there's no seer, okay, the yogic teaching says, when there's no seer, there's no world. The scientific theory says, when there is no seer, there are no colors there, because the colors are due to the structure of the eye. Some people are colorblind, they don't see. Who knows, there are more than 7 colors. We as a human species are seeing the 7 colors. So when we are not there, when the seer is not there, when there is no one to experience the world is black and white. The Guru says, when there is no seer, the world don't exist. The existence of the world, the reality of the world is borrowed from here. Aap Sat, when the self is the reality. Aap Sat, Kiya Sab Sat. The presence here gives presence to the world. Not just psychological world, even the matter that you see, the Guru says that which reality, the trees are existing, right? The trees are existing, the mountains are existing, the rivers are existing. But the Guru says that existence which you see in them is not their existence. They are borrowing that existence from here. Because this is the world is. The the I-ness here gives birth to M-ness there. Not just psychological. Now, just a bit more deeper into this. In the dream, you dream at night, right? You dream at night. In the dream, you have buildings. In the dream, you have mountains. In the dream, you have rivers. In the dream world, the buildings, the mountains, the rivers, in the dream are made up of matter, you think, right? In the dream, the buildings that you see, the mountains that you see them as they are built of matter. In the dream, that is the experience. But when you get up, when you wake up, you realize the buildings, the mountains in the dream was not made up of matter. They were made up of consciousness. Same. When you wake up, when you are awakened, you realize all these that I see in the awakened state is also made up of consciousness. Sab Govinda hai, Sab Govinda hai. Everything is consciousness. Everything is conscious. And consciousness here means God. Consciousness. Because only God is conscious. Only God is conscious. There's nothing else conscious. If something is conscious in me, something is alive in me, it has to be God. So this is God and me and God are one. So the reality there is being borrowed from this reality here. Even this reality of the body and the reality of the mind is borrowed by the I, the self, the presence, the ape ap. If you have read the sutras with me, many a time this, the self within the self, that is the I. Knowing that Everything is known. And until you do, the knowing of that is called awakening. And it's so close to you, it's closer than the closest. Everything is consciousness. Sahasra Sirshaha Purushaha Sahasrakshaha Sahasrapad. The Vedas call this. The consciousness is all pervading. And the Guru calls this Karta Purkh. Karta Purkh. Listen to this. Purkh, Purusha, the Purusha, the Purkha, the consciousness is infused in everything. Consciousness, the Purusha, the Purkha is infused in everything. You cannot separate the Purusha from the Karta, Karta Purkh. The Purusha is infused in everything. Consciousness is infused in everything. Whatever you are experiencing, whatever you are knowing, whatever you are expressing, every modulation is the modulation of consciousness. Just like in the dream you don't know, but when you wake up, you know it was me who played the game. Similarly, when the self is awakened, you know that it is me who has given birth to this world. Not just psychological world, my friends, not just your thoughts that you are creating, even the physical reality, the matter is in existence because of the existence of the I, the self. Aap sat kiya sab sat, tis prabhate sagli utpat. From this wholeness, everything is taking birth. From this Sushmana, from this Sukhmana, from this presence of yours, Shmana, where the mind has no entry. It is written there. No entry to the mind. The mind cannot exist there. That space in you, that presence in you is called Ek Oankar, the unity of being. You and me share that space. You know, the presence in me and the presence in you, isn't it similar? You know, I'm creating you and you are creating me, you know. You are in me and I'm in you. तो तुझ में है मैं तुझ में हूँ ये जलवा जाना. It's the path of the mystics. Everything is happening here. There's nothing there. There's nothing in the future. Everything is here. When you know the I, you know that everything in expansion of the I. So this is the path of the Shushmana, path of the Sukhmana, path of the Apeyap, path of the self, path of the Aham, Atam Gyan, self-realization. My friends, this is the essence of Sukhmani. It wants you to return back home. So this guided meditation is one of the many ways Sukhmani has guided us to touch that essence of ours. And before we end, there's this sutras in the Sukhmani that sings the glory of the Sukhmani. Let me just share this final sutras. What will happen? What will happen if you recite Sukhmani? It's a long list towards the end. The Guru glorifies this space. Sukhmani is a space. It's a space. It's a presence. It is God in you. Sukhmani, the seat of essential peace, which never leaves you. Peace cannot leave you. Your essential nature is a Sat, Chit, Ananda, knowing, being, and bliss. Sat, Chit, Ananda. So, my friends, the Guru, towards the end of the Sukhmani, I'll just pick up some lines. The Guru says, the one who vibrates this presence, the one who has dissolved into this presence, Guru says, Sarvicha taki puran hoye. All his desires will be fulfilled. All his desires will be fulfilled. You know why? Because the source of the desire is the presence. And when the presence is there, everything is there. And until you have not experienced your presence, nothing is. So all your desires will be fulfilled. There will be collapsing of desires. It's not that you would want this, you want that. Everything would just settle down in you. So that is one of the attainments of this. And the Guru says, Bahurana hove avan jan. Then his or her emotions, the inner chattering, which is never happy. Did you notice that? There's a voice in the head which is never happy. That Guru says will dissolve. That which wants to go there, and if you go there, it wants to come here. And when you come here, it wants to go there. It doesn't come and doesn't go anymore. And finally, your reincarnation, your coming and going of the soul, the spirit, ends. You merge into the totality. You merge into the supreme light. First here, then once this body-mind dissolves, the consciousness dissolves into the supreme consciousness. So that is the other gift that the Sukhmani will give you. And then the Guru says, Khem Sant, Rid Navanit. We talked about the inner peace, the inner comfort, which never leaves you. Guru says that will be spontaneously bestowed upon you. And the nine treasures will be revealed to you. What are the nine treasures? Compassion, love, devotion, gratitude, understanding, a realization will come to you. You will know what needs to be known. The sweetness of your speech. Your speech will come from the Shushmana, the Sukhmana, the silencing. There will be no doubts in life. You will be in clarity. And then the Guru says, reverence. There will be a sense of reverence for yourself, reverence for life, reverence for everything around you. Then the relationship with the self will be obtained. Relationship with the self. We have a relationship with everything, but we do not have a relationship with that without which there don't exist. So the relationship with the self, that is the 9 treasures that will be bestowed upon you. And then Guru says, Bodh Gyan Sarvata Siddha, attainment of bodhicitta, the Buddha's mind, and success. Next sutra, Vidya Tap Jog Prabhatyan, knowledge, wisdom will be given to you. And then the wisdom of the psychic fire will be given to you. There's a digestive fire, there's the intellectual fire, and then there's a psychic fire. We don't have access to that ordinarily. And because we don't have the access to the psychic fire in us, we are not able to transcend our negativity, transcend our emotions. So the more psychic fire you have, you can burn your karma. It's called tap, which comes from japa. So when you recite the Sukhmani, the japa will become tapa. And tapa, psychic fire, tap, will burn your karma. And when karma is burned, dharma will be found. So the gift of the psychic fire will be given to you. And then the Guru says, Yoga Prabhatyan, and then the wisdom of yoga will be revealed to you. The wisdom of yoga will be revealed to you. And Dhyana, what is Dhyana will be revealed to you. Yoga and Dhyana is not something that you do, my friends. We do kriyas, we do meditations, we do breath exercises, but we don't do yoga. Nobody can do yoga, you know. Yoga is the blooming of the unity of being. Yoga, unity of being. Nobody does yoga. Nobody can do yoga. Nobody teaches yoga. Nobody learns yoga. We do kriyas, we do mantras, we do meditation, we do asanas, we do breath exercises, but nobody does yoga. Yoga is the blooming of the essential self, which is in union with everything, which is saturated in every experience. You are in union with everything. That realization comes. Now, I just want you to understand this. I'm going beyond time, but I hope you're with me. The union is always there. You know, if I was to ask you to take your finger and put it on an object, for example, the table. Now, as you touch this finger onto the table, that sense of knowing, right? The sense of knowing, the sense of knowing, the recognition. Where did that happen? Did it happen outside or inside? Inside. When you see, where is the seeing happening? Outside or inside? Inside. When you are hearing, where is the hearing happening? Outside or inside? Inside. Everything is happening inside you. But this insight is not this. It's not this. This insight is this, the whole thing. That this is the space of yoga, you know. You are in union. You cannot be separated from any experience. Karta Purkh. The Purusha is infused in every activity. From the blink of the eye to the rising and the setting of the sun, to the movement of the galaxies, the consciousness is all pervading. This is called the state of yoga. It is happening. It is happening, but you don't recognize because you confine yourself in this body and mind. And I can go deeper into this maybe in the future. So your essential, you have never been separated. You have never moved an inch from your essential self. But the mind and the body creates time and space, creates distance, creates name and form, nama and rupa. And due to that, you confine yourself, you collapse yourself, you confine yourself, you localize yourself. So these are the wisdom which Sukhmani will bestow upon you. It will recognize and reveal the state of yoga and dhyana in you. My friends, next the sutra says, Gyan Sresht Uttam Isnan. The highest sacred bath, the sacred bath, the sacred bath will be bestowed upon you. And what is the sacred bath? When your aura is clear. The aura is clear. Your aura shines. The clarity of your aura, the Naad will cleanse you of all that impressions, the bio-memory that you hold, the psychic memory that you hold, and all that which is tying you to this localization, to your story, that will be dissolved. And that is Uttam Isnan, the highest bath. And the Guru says, Char Padartha Kamal Pragas. The four treasures will be revealed to you. Char Padartha. So the Char Padartha is Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. This is very deep, but I'm just cutting it short for you. Dharma means to find a path. Most of us in this world, we don't have a path. We are pathless. We don't know our path. And the first gift the Sukhmani will give, you will find your path. What is your path? How should I walk? How should I talk? How should I see? What am I here for? That is Dharma. You will find your path. It will reveal the path to you. This is the highest gift, you know, to find your Dharma. To find your Dharma. Next, Artha, meaning to your life. People are living meaningless. Everything is being controlled by your modulations. Social media decides how you feel today. You don't know yourself. You're lost in your modulations. Artha, you will find a meaning to your life. You will know how to lead your life and not being led. It's not an egoistic thing. It is an inner blooming. A sense of knowing will bloom to you. What is right for me? What is wrong for me? Not everything that I'm being exposed to is real. I know this real, and this reality gives birth to that reality. So if I know this reality, I can choose what is right and what is wrong for you. That is called Artha. And next is Kama. Kama means pleasures. All the pleasures. Every pleasure will be bestowed upon you. And you may think pleasure? Yes. You have to experience everything in its fulfillment. Every pleasure will be given to you. And the next sutra is beautiful. It's called Mokshaha. Then transcendence of the pleasure. Very important. You will have the pleasure, But you will also have the capability of transcending that pleasure. Wow. So you will not be lost in the pleasure. You will experience the world, yet you will have the empowerment to transcend yourself from the world. So you will be in the world, yet you will be outside of this world. That is called moksha. So these char padarth, the four treasures, will be bestowed upon you. And kamal pragas and the lotus in you will bloom. Now our lotus chakras are like that. All the chakras are like that. And kamal pragas means the lotus blooms. The chakras, the lotuses will bloom by itself spontaneously when you recite this Naad. I'm just giving some main sutras, such a glory of this Sukhmani. And my friends, we have been blessed to recite this Naad. Don't stop reciting this Naad. It's simple. It takes about 3 minutes to recite one Ashtapadi. Now the next. Sundar Chatur Tat Ka Beta, inner beauty, and the wisdom of non-duality, the wisdom of non-duality, Advaita, Brahma Ka Beta, you will recognize the unity of being, which we talked about. Then the Guru says, Samdrishti, Samdarshi, Ek Dristeta, right vision. Right vision. We have sight, we don't have a vision. We have sight, but we don't have a vision. The Guru says the vision will be revealed to you. Divine vision, seeing the unity of being, seeing that you and me and all that is one, that direct experience of reality of God will be bestowed upon you. And Sutra says, E phal tis jan ke mukh bane. Anyone who recites this Naad, these are the attainments. Anyone who recites the Naad. Now, the last line of the Sukhmani, the last two lines, we read it 3 times. So when we end, we always recite the last lines 3 times. And when we start, we always start with Tan, Guru Nanak, Tuhin Rankar 3 times. So this is the way to open up the sacred space. This is the key. The Alibaba and the 40 thieves, there must be a key. So this is the key to open the cave of wisdom, open the cave of Naad, to open the inner chamber we talked about, right? And the Sukhmani, the inner chamber. And then you have to close it. And then you recite it 3 times. The last sutras. Sabte uch, taki soba bani, nanak eh gun naam Sukhmani. Attainment of the highest state, which is the awakening of the 10th gate. So we have 9 doors, right? 9 doors. 7 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2 lower doors, 7 doors, 9 doors. Our world is received. All that we are is received and given through these 9 doors. This is the known realm. And then the activation of the 10th gate, which is in the tip of your skull, where the yogis do their Rishi knot. Juda, it is called Rishi knot. Juda Sirke Madhpag, right in the center of your skull, there's a sacred space where the Sukhmana ends. And the wisdom of the stars flows in you, where the star dust, where the pranic pulse flows in you and gives you an experience of life. That space, the highest state, Sapte Uch, the highest state, Soba, they will be revealed to that sacred chamber. They will enter, they will be welcomed, they will be held into the inner chamber. Nanak e guna naams, these are the gifts of Sukhmani. Anyone who recites this will be given to them. There's much more, but because of the time, I'm just, the main sutras I shared with you. So, my friends, it was my privilege to introduce one of the most powerful Naad on the planet. Sing it, recite it, chant it. For sure, something will change in you. I repeat, 1 Ashtapadi a day, 24 days, you complete the Sukhmani. And then with time, once you know the Naad, you can recite more Ashtapadis every day, 3 Ashtapadis, 4 Ashtapadis. And saying this, we give all our merits back to the cosmos. This is another very important thing. Once you have recited the Sukhmani, or in fact any Naad, it is important that you give it as an offering. You don't keep it with you. And when you give it as an offering, the universe returns back 100-fold back. In gratitude you give, in reverence you give. So blessings to all of you. Enjoy this Naad and let this Naad elevate you and uplift you. And now, my friends, I just want you to bring your hands in the center of the chest and eyes closed. And I want you to inhale and let this breath be the breath of the cosmos, and hold and give it back to the cosmos. One more time, inhale and hold, and let this breath be the breath of Guru Ramdas. Hold and give this breath back. And one more time, inhale and hold, and let this breath be the breath of the cosmos, Guru Ramdas, in union. And this is your breath now. And I want you to give this breath back to the cosmos. Sit still. Tan Guru Nanak, Tu Hi Nirankar. Tan Tan Guru Nanak Nirankar, Sache Pasha. Sukhmani Sahib Maharaj Ji, ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ, ਆਖਰ ਵਾਦਾ ਕਾਟਾ ਪੁਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਮਾਫ, ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ, ਸਿੱਖ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਸਰਬਲਾਹੇਵੰਦ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਾਣੇ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Satnam. Blessings to all of you. I would like to thank the whole team who took their time out and manifest this space for us. Devi Kiran, in fact, this was her idea. She insisted I do Sukhmani. And so it was just manifested. And Miguel for the Spanish translation, Ajaib Singh for the Russian translation, Rabia for manifesting all this together, the e-blasts, the write-ups, and all the other necessary work so that this wisdom can enter into your field. And I can keep talking. And we have to end our session today. So before we go, I would like to let you know, I would like to introduce another beautiful Naad, another beautiful wisdom into your field. And from my heart, I share this wisdom with you, and let this wisdom be received through the heart. My friends, we are starting this code of Naad. Code of Naad is called the Brahma Naad, Naad Brahma sometimes, which means God confined, encapsulated into a singular frequency. Naad, universe. The unifying verse, one ultimate frequency which started with the Big Bang. The Big Bang, the first frequency, Naad, started. And all those who were born, and all those who existed, and all those who are existing, and all that will exist, are the beats of this sacred thread. There's one universal thread. You, me, the monkeys, the cats, the dogs, the stones, the crystals, the known, the unknown, are all the different beats of existence. Sagala samagri tumra sutra dhari. There's one sutra, one thread, and everything is a beat on this. These beats are coming and going, manifesting and taking birth and dissolving. But then the thread remains. It's the universe. It's the Naad, that which has sustained the creation, which is sustaining the creation and will create, sustain the creation. In simple language, we call it generating, organizing, and destroying. God, in the form of sound. And this sound is manifesting in you. You are never without this sound. You can be without everything, but you cannot be without this sound. That sound can be heard, that sound can be experienced. It is called the right ear path, the path of the right ear. The ear, the right ear, the path of Suniya, the path of oral tradition, that which is given to you through the right ear, the wisdom. You hear and then you imbibe, you contemplate, and it manifests in you perceive it directly. So this wisdom which is ready in you, the Naad which is ready in you, they're tools, they're techniques where you can drop the external world and hear this Naad. It comes in different forms. It opens the different layers. Nanak Bhakta Sada Vikas. It is dissolving into consciousness. Many layers beyond layers, beyond layers, beyond layers will be revealed to you. Hearing this, everything is heard. So, my friends, that wisdom of Naad Brahma, which you already have, I just need to tell you to open the door. And through the grace of the Guru, this wisdom was bestowed. It's not my wisdom. It is the wisdom of the sages, the wisdom of the Himalayan masters, those who walked Nam, those who talked Nam, those who sat Nam, those who inhaled, exhaled Nam, the Shabad. So in this lineage of the Himalayan masters, I share this gem with you. It is a 4-week event where you will learn one simple thing. And learning that simple thing, life will become simple. Once you start hearing the Naad Brahm, your mind's power over you will become less. That is the first sign that will come. You have negative thoughts, you hear the Naad. The Naad will come and hold you out of the realm of the mind. So, my friends, I invite you to come and sit with me and many others in this beautiful experience of the code of Naad, Shabd Brahma. Saying this, blessings to all of you. And now I hand over to Devi Kiran if she has any announcements.
Yes, Satnam. Thank you, everyone, and Yogi Ji so much for this Sukhmani challenge. Yeah, so much received and so much to be continued to receive through this nod. So I'm very, very grateful for everyone too for manifesting this. Okay, so I do want to share the flyer here of the Code of Nod. So here are all the details and the dates. And I've also put a link to the event in the chat. And to go back to Sukhmani, these challenges are by donation. So if you're in a place to make a contribution, you can do so at paypal.me/making of a yogi. And you can also help spread the awareness of these sacred teachings by sharing about future courses or reposting videos. Yogi Amandeep does have a YouTube channel called Making of a Yogi, so please follow him there. You can also follow him on Instagram Instagram at Yogi Amandeep Singh, and he's also on Facebook. Another offering Yogi Amandeep offers is spiritual counseling, and you can work with him one-on-one in that space. If you have questions about that, you can email support@makingofayogi.com. And yeah, please stay connected and see you at Code of Naad.
Thank you. So, blessings to all of you, uh, all those who came, all those who sat, all those who hummed, and all those who sang, and all those who chanted. Blessings to all of you, and all those who was not able to come and who were not able to chant. Blessings to all of them as well. May Guru Ramdas, uh, the Lord of miracles, the one who sits under the golden dome, his house, whose house is surrounded by the sacred primordial waters, that throne of Raj Yoga, where the sun and the moon unites, where the known and the unknown, where the portal of existence bursts life, that sacred heart of Mother Earth and the cosmos. May that Guru Ramdas, Tan Tan Ramdas Gur, जिन सिरया तिने सवारिया पूरी हुई करामात आप सृजनहारे तार्या सिखी अति संगति पार ब्रह्म कर नमस्कारया अटल अथाहो अतोल तू तेरा अंत न पारा बार्या जिनी तू सेव्या पाव कर सेतु तु पार उतार्या लव लोभ काम क्रोध मोह मार कड्डे तुझ सब परवार्या तन सु तेरा थान है सच तेरा पैसकारया नानक तू लहना तू है गुरु अमर तू विचार्या गुरु डिठा तमन सदार्या May Guru Ramdas bless all of you with health, wealth, and prosperity, and the highest gift, and that is the gift of Sukhmani, the gift of Naam. Blessings to you, Sana.